Hello, good morning, and yeah, I'm not wearing Buffalo Bills stuff today. Um, just it's not even like anything against the Bills or what happened, but um, that is the one question I have in mind. Is this an NFL issue, or is this an organizational issue? Every year we see what pretty much the same teams in the playoffs. We got the 49ers. Um, Maybe you throw the Cowboys in a couple years here or there. Um, I mean, you could say the Bills, but as far as organizations that have won it and you see them in there all the time, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, you got the Patriots, you got the Broncos, you got the Seahawks. Um, who else? We got the Ravens, pretty much. The Kansas City Chiefs, even back then with Alex Smith, they're in the playoffs and stuff. And you pretty much got these same teams every year. The Lions just started, getting in there. But that's my main point. Like, you got the Browns, you got the Lions, you got, the Browns basically, canceled their franchise and in a way, and they moved to Baltimore. And I guess that's what kind of took them to win a Super Bowl, was to do that. But then, technically, was it the Browns? No, because they started their own, or they reamped their organization. Maybe, or I don't know. I don't really know the whole history. I mean, without Googling what exactly happened with the Browns, but I do know. I'm 90% sure that they moved to Baltimore, right? Or the team moved to Baltimore, but, changed their name and all that stuff. Pretty much how the Tennessee Titans are now. Which is a separate argument. Seeing that the Browns moved to Baltimore and started a new team called the Ravens, why are the Tennessee Titans still wearing Oilers uniforms when they were the Houston Oilers? There's no affiliation with Houston. So, long story short, on that part of it, the Texans should own the rights to the Houston Oilers, in my opinion. And Warren Moon retirement numbers should be on with them and their stadium, along with Michael Vick. I think, is he retired with them? I don't know. Or Deion Sanders too. No, wait, I'm getting. Never mind. I'm like all over the place today. I was thinking because of the colors, the black and red, Ravens or Houston, all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm still just like a little distraught with another Buffalo loss. As you can see, I'm repping the Ducks. Story with that. Fed up with the Sabres and that organization and what was going on there. It's just, it's not really a joy watching when every year there's like issues in the organization. Do the Buffalo Bills have issues in the organization? Yes and no. The one issue is we didn't go for a wide receiver like the Seahawks did. Look at the Seahawks. They picked up who? Rashid, right? What did he do when they first, we got Ray Davis. Ray Davis is a pretty good returner, and it's not all about the special teams. It's about, your wide receiver. But Rashid is a good wide receiver also. We passed, I think, I don't know if we even tried. I don't know if we even tried for a receiver. Is that the issue? I mean, Brandon Cooks was okay. Should he have fought for that ball more? I mean, I don't know. That whole play there is just like, that whole play there, I don't get it. You catch a ball, you fall on your back, you hit the ground, and you're touched. I mean, the ground can't cause a fumble, right? You can't rip a ball from a defender, right? I mean, that's too easy. If that was the case, they'd be doing it all the time. Just wait for the receiver to hit the ground and jump and rip the ball out of his hands because you hit the ground. You're like, what? It knocks the wind out of you, whatever. I mean, it's near impossible to fight someone for the ball when your whole body, when you catch the ball, hits the ground. Isn't that pretty much why they say the ground can't cause a fumble? I don't understand that part. And that was my little rant. This was really supposed to be just me recording myself ripping the box to see what we could pull. That's what I like to do. I like to rip and record what I rip. Sometimes these make YouTube, sometimes these don't. My little Buffalo Bills rant. Did I almost give up on the Buffalo Bills years ago? Yes, and I was actually rooting for the Broncos in a way then when they had Peyton Manning and won the Super Bowl. It was kind of cool to root for a team in the playoffs and actually go all the way and win it. And I literally almost converted, almost bought Broncos gear after they won the Super Bowl, and I'm just like, I can't be one of those guys. I mean, here I am with Anaheim Ducks after, being a Sabres fan for maybe, most of my childhood, until maybe a few years ago or so. The Ducks are always, I mean, I think as your childhood and liking hockey, you're somewhat of a Ducks fan because of the movie with Emilio Estevez, right? I think I got his name right. So anyways, go Ducks. That's pretty much, I mean, as far as hockey, is that my favorite sport? No, not really. I would say, man, I don't know. It's tough. I would say basketball because I like to play it. I'm always shooting hoops. I would say basketball is probably my favorite sport. Collecting wise, it was baseball for years, and then I shifted to basketball cards, and then football kind of in the mix. And then football is definitely, if you're in Western New York, there's a good high chance that you're pretty much passionate for football and possibly a Buffalo Bills fan. I don't know what else to say. Josh Allen gave everything he could in that game once again. I mean, the odds are always stacked against us. It seems the season, playoffs with the refs, it's always something. There's always this little thing that can make it go the other way in the team's favor. And I sometimes question if, there's obviously tons of money involved in these organizations, and we've seen some scandals out there just recently. Even the Buffalo college team and players as far as gambling in college. I mean, is this going on in the NFL? I mean, you pretty much can negate a whole game by one call. You could pretty much favor calls. I mean, I've seen we could make the argument that there was a lot of no calls in Buffalo, but there was some no calls, pass interference, PIs on the Bills. I think there was one where, was it Keon that got mugged? He was going on like he was in the end zone. Allen bombed it, and when Keon was in the end zone, it looked like there was a little pole there. They could have called that, and that's just the thing. You could literally call a flag on every single play. You could literally sit there and be like, yeah, pass interference. You could call a flag on every play. You could literally do that every game and pretty much dictate which way the game goes just by that. And I hate it. When I was younger, I don't know if people are more just like seeing this with the flags and everything in the NFL and seeing how you could, really throw a game either way. Maybe because over the years, we started doing these reviews So before, we never used to review a play, right? Back when did they first start with um, coaches throwing a red flag? When did that start? What year was that when you could challenge plays? So when they started that year of challenging plays, now we're more observant of what's going on with the NFL refs. Now we see exactly what is going on in these NFL games because we're hoping for that replay. We're hoping to see, what happened in that play. We don't want something to happen. What happened with, the Steelers back in the 70s? They could argue, what's his face, that, when he caught that ball off the ground, or they say it didn't hit the ground, but it did, and they didn't have a replay system back then or anything to overturn calls like that, like they do now today. And pretty much today's standards is let's review every single play, which is right. I like the reviews because we really want to make sure, we make the right call. Did the ball hit the ground, blah, blah, blah. Did Travis Kelce really catch that ball during the season? Doesn't even matter because they're not even in the playoffs anyways. But still, I don't think Travis Kelce caught that ball. But then you look at all the Buffalo Bills plays, and it seems like every single one of those catches pretty much went against us. It's like, are we favoritism? Is there favoritism going on in the NFL? How much money is in each organization? Look at that. How much money do the Patriots make a year with their fan base ever since Tom Brady entered the league? Which fan bases have the most money? Were they at... Here's another kind of theory. Were the Bills or the NFL or whoever was in charge of building that stadium, and this is what I heard, there's 8,000 less seats in the new stadium. Were they anticipating that this year going to crap again and that we might lose Buffalo Bills fans? So let's make less seating in the stadium because we're just a fallout team. We're a Cleveland Browns team. We're a Lions team. We're a Minnesota Vikings team that never won the Super Bowl. And we're just going to, these are just the teams that are going to make all the other teams look better so we can make more money in the NFL. I don't know. We could jump to all different conclusions. We all have theories. And that's my rant. That's my little rant. I don't know. Will I be watching the rest of the NFL games this year? Probably not. And it's not that... It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. It's just really, I just really don't feel like watching any other team in the playoffs. When you're a diehard fan of your team, you really don't care to watch anybody else or what happens in the rest of the season. I don't know if you're a diehard fan like me that has that kind of attitude. Is there a Super Bowl party I may go to? I don't know. I don't even know if I want to go to a Super Bowl party this year. This might be... I can't say that because there was one year literally where I didn't go to a Super Bowl party. I think when it's the Bills missed the field goal against the Kansas City Chiefs. I didn't watch the Super Bowl that year. I didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch Stranger Things instead of the Super Bowl this year. Or something. I did not expect to talk about this for 14 minutes straight, but I'm gonna get to the main reason why I was doing this video, and it's the RIP hobby box that I saved. Sadly, I actually saved it because I anticipated maybe the Bills not winning, and not winning meaning something crazy would happen, because as a Bills fan, you always expect something like this to happen, and it sucks. And I literally was gonna bet on the Broncos because you just knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't bet. And I honestly, I during the season I may bet on my team here and there. I don't bet. I don't really like betting on my teams. I don't. If you're a fan of your team, don't bet. Or don't listen to me. It's really up to you. It's just my thing. I can't bet on my own team. I'll bet on other teams. It's fun, you know. I don't know. NFL season's over, so therefore my NFL betting is over. All right, let's rip baseball. I don't even have football. The rip. I'm wearing a hockey hat, talking about football and ripping a baseball hobby box. That's how I roll. Should we have won more games to not even be in that situation where we had to go and play, not our own stadium? Our last game should have been at Ralph Wilson Stadium during the playoffs. That's where our last game really should have been, to avoid all this crap. Or some random being didn't want to get, us some more help like the other teams were doing. I think they really pretty much falls on him and not Josh Allen. I mean, no disrespect to Brandon Cooks. I think he played way better than everybody thought he would. But still, we needed a heavy hitter in that field, a number one receiver. I mean, we could argue that Mims and who's the other? Sutton. They're both, number top tier receivers. Who is our top tier really? I mean, we could argue Shakir, but I mean, during the season, where was he during the season with the 12 catches in one game and stuff like that? I don't know. Vladdy Guerrero on the top loader. Pretty cool. Is this? Yeah, this is 2023. I was about to say it's his rookie. I was thinking it opened in 2019 for some reason. Can't get over this season yet. I am working on a set of these. That's why I wanted to rip the hobby boxes. I'm working on completing a set. Sheffield. I didn't know he was on the Brewers. Did not know that. Music to the ears. Gonna insert power going so they make it easier for me to see what cards I need for my set. Wow. You see this guy's card. Do that with it. And I think you guys know the reason why. I wonder what happened to him. I'm also a Yankees fan, by the way. Big Yankees fan. Let's see who we got here. Albiaz. Where's it? LB's. It's Albiaz, yeah. Nice little foil card of him. Put that to the side. Ortiz. I think he's a Pittsburgh closer, right? He's a pretty good pitcher. Man, it's so embarrassing, man. It really is. I still want to talk about the Bills game. It's just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, man. We shouldn't even been in that situation. We should have been up by 2 touchdowns at least. They got so lucky with those fumbles. Our guys are sitting there playing hot potato with the ball. They can't even just secure the ball on a fumble. Oh, embarrassing. Is this no, Paul Skeens is 2024, that's right. Black. Freed. Oh yeah, he was speaking of Yankees. Yeah, he's a Yankee pitcher right now. Seager. Yeah, I'm actually working on a master set of the Allen Genter. Now that I think about it. Hope we have maybe something coming up. Maybe something. Nope, it's fun in itself. That was something else. Actually, I phrase that because I haven't been doing the minis. I've been selling the minis. That's just too much to do a master set with the minis too. I'm like, nah, I'll just stick with the regular size cards. I think I sold most of my minis. Like I sell them in lots, big lots of minis. Starting the year off great. 2026. Starting the year off great. Bryce Young. That's his rookie. Put that off to the side. Box. Kevin Hart. I think he's got live autos in here too. Nolan Ryan. One of my favorite pitchers growing up. Kind of cool to see Paul Skeens and the Nolan Ryan 101. The next top product coming up. Zoo. He's a musician, musical artist. Mostly paper off so far. I think it says look for any 3 of these cards: autograph cards, relic, gift cards, printing plates, and books. So there's got to be some hits in here. And here goes the first hit. Goldschmidt. There's a mini off the back. Clayton Kershaw. Insert. Just come on, be an auto. Rodriguez. Oh, why couldn't it be an auto? This is a Genoa Topps relic. Features from A-Rod. The memorabilia contained in this card is not from any specific game, event, or season. So why even bother making the card then? Why even bother making a relic of just a piece of wood in it? I mean, I don't know. They're short printed, pretty much, right?
So yeah, we're gonna see another thing I guess to talk about. Wow, I didn't even expect that. This might be actually game worn. Philly. This might actually be game worn. Wheeler, is he a outfielder? This is a genuine Topps Allen Agenta relic. Features memorabilia from Zach Wheeler, star pitcher of the Phillies. The memorabilia contained in this card is not from any specific year or event. So what the heck is it? Did he wear it? It says game used, but it's not. I guess maybe they just know it's game used. Game used. So they are game used, but they just don't know from which game, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe it's like, hey, here's my bat, but I don't know what game it's from. Make a card out of my bat. If A-Rod or somebody hand them it, I don't know. Oh, wow. Talking, I don't know if you guys saw that before me. I did see a RC. Let's see who it is. I think it's upside down. Wow. Be somebody huge. Be Wemby. Come on. What? I'm not sure if it's good or not. If he's good. For the A's? I know the A's are struggling. I mean, at least I got somebody, an auto of a baseball player. Why does it look like the card on the inside has something on it? Something got in there when they sealed it. It's not, I thought it was a chip in the corner, but it looks like just like a piece of lint got in there. Okay, I mean, that's all right. That is okay. Got a rookie auto of a baseball player. Game used bat with A-Rod and the star pitcher of the Phillies, Wheeler. So I guess there is pretty much 3 hits in each box. Rip cards are the ones that I think you really don't want for this year. I don't think the rips are really good from what I heard. But then again, there's a lot more of these printed, so. To me, it's always been auto or bust. Honestly. Today. What was I gonna say earlier before I pulled that? Yeah. So Topps. It's curious to see what Topps, football cards are gonna come out with. And what they're gonna do with basketball. Are they gonna do stuff like this, like some Genter basketball? Probably not, because it's more baseball. Baseball cards and stuff. I'm curious of what they're gonna do. I'm guessing they're probably gonna definitely do like Topps Finest football or Topps Finest basketball, which people don't really seem like they'd rather have the chrome. A Topps Chrome. Then you got the Sapphire basketball. Sapphire football. Those would probably be the stuff people will want. Would be nice if they threw an extra hit in here, huh? I don't think they ever really do that. Make sure don't put 3 hits in the box. But I'm going to have a lot of cards to go through and see which ones I need for my set. So that should be a fun day for me. A little bit more of a relaxing day away from football. I guess that's pretty much why I'm ripping baseball. Just to get away from thinking about football. Francisco. Bogarts. Alright, that's that. I love this product, I really do. I like it because you can pull autographs from like anybody, like you know how we saw the Kevin Hart card in here. You could pull an autograph card of him, of Kevin Hart. So that's pretty cool. We're just gonna do a little recap, pretty much of the hits or the cards that are pulled. We got that guy. We got Wheeler, and we have A-Rod. And if you want to throw the foil card in there. One foil card too. They could have threw some extra foil cards in there. I don't know how they dictate that. They probably are like, maybe they're like, you know, these are good value. I mean, they're now a $200 box, so probably broke even maybe. Snap a picture for my polls in our Discord group. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Yeah. Gonna be interesting next year to see what the Bills do, and they're gonna have the brand new stadium. I also bought a bench from the stadium just because I won't be able to sit in there again in Ralph Wilson or Hallmark Stadium or whatever they call it. Highmark. I mean, you could tell Josh Allen really wanted it. A lot of us in Western New York really wanted that game this season. We really want to. I mean, if any other team could go all the way and win it, the Bills can too.